Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Screen Scene Guru coming at you with another video on the 100% tariff that has just been put in place by President Donald Trump on all foreign films and television productions. This is very concerning, of course, for people in the industry, people that are big fans of all the new shows and movies that are coming out. We've got a big slate this May of films coming out, but a lot of people don't believe that he'll have the powers to enforce these outrageous claims he's making. A lot of these deals were presented to him by his hand-picked ambassadors of Hollywood, these being John Voight, Sylvester Stallone, and Mel Gibson, giving him incentives on tax breaks and deals to be made between states to bring back incentives to work. It seems like instead of doing all that, the carrot option, Donald Trump prefers the corporate stick method, which is implying these tariffs, which is going to really hurt the production of movies and television foreignly. Basically, he's trying to bring all the work back here to the U.S., similar to the auto workers and a lot of other incredible, ridiculous moves he's making. But I just want to do another video covering this. We do have an article pulled up right here. This is just talking about the top 10 states outside of California for production in movies and television. This was from 2024, so this is last year around November this article came out. So moving on, let's see. Besides California, it was ranked number 1 for production. But outside of that, we got New York, Georgia, Louisiana, New Jersey, Illinois, Texas, Nevada, New Mexico, and Massachusetts. So all 9 of those other states are really getting a lot more work being had. We're even hearing about stuff shooting in Oregon again, weather permitting, of course. But a lot of these states are offering tax incentives, stuff that California has historically not had. They've had a lot of really restrictions on shooting, a lot of different bills they've needed to get done and sorted with. So very interesting to hear that production is coming back to a lot of other states. It's good to hear. Going on from there, I do want to go into some television I've been covering this week, guys. I've started the Daredevil Born Again series on Disney Plus. It's a really good show. I highly recommend for fans of Daredevil. I recently acquired the original film with Ben Affleck and Colin Farrell. So if you guys have seen my movie haul video collage where I'm loading films into that crate, I did get the original Daredevil, a few more Disney classics, so be sure to check out the channel for those reactions. But going on into the new Daredevil series, Born Again, I got the first 5 episodes done. So going into those, I want to start off with episode 1. We've got Heaven's Half an Hour. Matt Murdock gives up the mask. Wilson Fisk has his sights set to new heights. So we get the introduction to the characters, Matt Murdock, Daredevil, and of course Wilson Fisk, Kingpin. It has been a few years since we've seen them. I believe 6 or 7 years since the Netflix series ended. I just did a recap of season 3. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, I highly recommend you going back and checking out that video. But starting off, we got to see the Bullseye return, taking out Foggy Nelson, which was really sad to see. His best friend died right in the opening episode, and a really graphic fight between Bullseye and Daredevil, leading to him pushing him off a roof, where we thought we lost Bullseye, but of course he didn't die again. Moving on into episode 2, we've got Optics. Matt Murdock gets a new client who's more than he claims to be. Fisk learns the powers of optics, so we get to see Mayor Fisk really fitting into his position, changing up things without really knowing what the steps are to change things. I'm a lot parallel to our own current president right now. I thought it was very fascinating. This show came out early in the year, and it's foreshadowing a lot like what his steps are doing politically. So going on from episode 2, that was when we were introduced to, I believe, White Tiger. Then going on to episode 3, The Hollow of His Hand. The trial of Hector Alea begins. Fisk's old business associates seek to claim his vacant mantle. So we get to see Kingpin hasn't been Kingpin in a while. He's been playing mayor, not doing his mob responsibilities, so that's led his adversaries to be surrounding him like wolves, waiting to take him out. We got to see the trial of the White Tiger, which was really amazing. We got to see, the court finally got to acquit him of the charges. He being charged with murder of a cop. This season was really up and at it about the corruption in law enforcement and just all around political powers. So very interesting to see they focused in on that. Going on from episode 3, which had a really emotional ending, unexpected. We got episode 4, Sic Semper Sentima. Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk's darker halves fight to be unleashed. This is also where we got to see Frank Castle return, supposedly living under the subway of New York. So that was cool to see Frank Castle return in a Disney Plus show, swearing a bit. Last time we saw him in his own series, it seemed like he was being picked up by the CIA to do a foreign mission abroad, like they were going to do Punisher War Journal. And then now it seems like he's gotten a beard, a little bit grown out facial hair. It's been some time since we last seen him, but it doesn't seem like he's mentioning anything to do with that War Journal storyline where we last saw him. So maybe they'll go into that in this Marvel special presentation that John Bernthal is in fact writing himself. So who knows? But going on from episode 4, we got to see Kingpin trying to being a bit more of himself. We got to see Adam was locked up in a cage down in the basement. The guy that Vanessa cheated on him with, for some reason Kingpin's keeping him. Well, he's starving him down there and beating on him. It looks like. Moving on from episode 4, we've got episode 5, With Interest. A day in the life of Matt Murdock gets unexpectedly intense, forcing him to team up with a familiar face. We get to see Khan, which is Aman Vellani's dad in Miss Marvel. So that's really cool to see. He even has a Funko Pop made of her, which is kind of breaking universe. But interesting to see. This was a diamond heist episode. I liked it a lot, even though we didn't get to see a whole lot of action being done. It was more a lot of sitting and waiting for things to happen. All taking place on St. Paddy's Day, so I thought that was kind of interesting too. The fact they included the theme of the holiday with the bank robbers, that was awesome. It looks like next episode we're going to be getting more of the suit, so that's really cool. I'm looking forward to that. But that'll do it for this video, guys. Be sure to like the video, comment down below what are your thoughts on all this 100% tariff on foreign film and television production. Do you guys think he'll have the powers to enforce this, or do you think they'll basically kind of fizzle out like all his other tariff threats and claims? Let me know down below. Be sure to follow me on Threads, on Instagram, and now on TikTok, at Scene Screen Guru. for future content, weekly updates. Till next time, guys, I want to thank you for clicking on another one of my videos, and I'll see you next time. Alrighty. Bye-bye.